You probably already know that stress is bad for you, but what most people don't realize is just how physically destructive chronic stress actually is. And we're not talking about feeling anxious or overwhelmed. We're talking about real, measurable damage happening inside your brain, your heart, your gut, your immune system, and your DNA right now. And today, we're breaking down exactly what chronic stress does to your body, system by system, because once you understand this, you will never think about stress the same way again. The key thing to understand first is the difference between acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress is short-term and actually useful. When you face danger, your brain releases adrenaline and cortisol, your heart rate spikes, your senses sharpen, and your body prepares to survive. The problem is, your brain cannot tell the difference between a physical threat and a psychological one. A work deadline, financial pressure, or scrolling through negative news triggers the exact same response as being chased by a predator. And when that response never switches off, when cortisol stays elevated day after day, the damage begins to compound in ways that are genuinely alarming. Let's start with your brain. Chronically elevated cortisol literally shrinks it. Research from Yale University found that chronic stress reduces gray matter volume in the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and rational thinking. At the same time, it enlarges the amygdala, your brain's fear center, making you more reactive and less able to think clearly. Chronic stress also suppresses the creation of new brain cells in the hippocampus, your memory center, which is why chronically stressed people struggle to concentrate, forget things easily, and feel mentally foggy all the time. Long-term, chronic stress is one of the leading risk factors for depression, anxiety, and dementia. Now your heart, and this is where chronic stress becomes life-threatening. Every stress response constricts your blood vessels and raises your heart rate. Over months and years, this constant pressure damages your artery walls, triggers inflammation, accelerates plaque buildup, and dramatically increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. A study published in The Lancet found that people with high stress levels had a 59% higher risk of cardiovascular events. Chronic stress also raises blood pressure persistently and weakens the heart muscle over time. Your gut takes serious damage too. Your brain and gut are connected by the vagus nerve, and when your brain is chronically stressed, it sends signals that completely disrupt your digestive system. Chronic stress slows digestion, causes leaky gut, where toxins leak from your intestine into your bloodstream, triggering systemic inflammation, and devastates your gut microbiome, killing beneficial bacteria essential for immunity and mood. This is why chronically stressed people suffer from IBS, acid reflux, and digestive issues that seem to have no clear cause. Your immune system is next. Cortisol is a powerful immunosuppressant, and chronically elevated cortisol keeps your immune system perpetually weakened, leaving you vulnerable to infections and illness. Research shows chronically stressed people are 3 times more likely to develop a cold when exposed to a virus. Long-term, chronic stress dramatically increases the risk of autoimmune diseases, where your immune system begins attacking your own body. And then there is the deepest damage of all, to your DNA. Inside every cell are structures called telomeres, protective caps on your chromosomes that determine how fast you age. Chronic stress accelerates telomere shortening dramatically. A study from the University of California found that people with the highest chronic stress levels had telomeres equivalent to someone 10 years older than their biological age. Stress is literally aging you faster at a cellular level. So what actually works? Exercise is the single most effective cortisol reducer known to science. Daily breathwork and meditation measurably lower cortisol and rebuild gray matter in the brain. Limiting news and social media removes one of the most unnecessary sources of chronic stress in modern life. Prioritizing sleep is non-negotiable, because that is when your body clears cortisol and repairs stress damage. And genuine social connection is one of the most powerful stress buffers science has ever identified. Stress is not just a feeling. It is actively destroying your brain, heart, gut, immune system, and DNA every single day it goes unaddressed. Treat stress management as seriously as diet and exercise, because your life literally depends on it. If this video changed how you think about stress, hit subscribe. Every day on Live Longer TV, we bring you the real science